Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video. This is one that you might have seen on social media. A really simple sort of bullseye type page with rainbow colours, starting off with ruby in the centre, and then this is tangerine, and all you basically do is do one circle and then just follow that circle out with a colour around each time, choosing the colours that you want, and it creates a really fun page. I did it a little bit offset because I knew I was going to use both pages, but I didn't want it to be bang in the middle because it's just not really very balanced when it's that way. So this is a great way to just kind of balance your page by just offsetting things a little bit. So then I've used lime and I think that's sky. Sometimes I like to use turquoise. To be honest, it just depends which I grab first. And then this is Iris, which is my new favourite. I love it. It's like a real nice compromise. The blackberry is lovely too, but it's very, very dark. This just is perfect with these lovely colours. It's a much more of a softer purple. And then I'm going in with magenta, and you can see I'm not keeping this line straight and harsh. I'm going with a softer line because this is my last colour that I'm going to add. And then I was thinking I was going to kind of blend it out at the sides. So then I wanted to add some stenciling over the top. So this is the stacked stencil, which came from Dina Wakley most recently. I've chosen colours that are similar to the ones I've already used, but that are going to show up with a little bit of contrast, as you can see. So that's probably rouge that I've used, and then cheddar, then mustard, I would think, evergreen, malachite, raspberry and blackberry. So I'm going in with colours that are the same but slightly darker, or just a slightly different tone to the colour that's there, and this is just going to create an interesting layer of pattern. I've realised more recently that actually my go-to product to use when I'm creating art journal pages is definitely stencils. I use them so much. That's how I kind of build my layers in my backgrounds, using stencils to create those different layers of pattern and colour. And this is such an easy way. I'm literally using colours and one stencil, and that's it. And look, it's looking really pretty. Adding these darker colours over the lighter colours just creates that little bit of contrast and a bit of interest, but it doesn't detract too much from the pattern that's going on behind. You can still kind of see that, and it works really nicely. And the fact that these little circles in the stacked stencil are so small, they mean that, you know, it's not an overwhelming pattern. Okay, so then I wanted to use the little sort of moon face that's in the most recent stamp set that Dina released. No, one of the most recent, and I've decided I would stamp it on craft rather than going for white. I wanted to put it on craft so that it would work in the centre of my page, and I realise this is going to disappear some of the red, but you know, I'm okay with that. That's fine. That's one of the things that you need to remember when you're creating journal pages, is sometimes you will end up disappearing your background, and that's okay too. So then I just offset it a little bit so you can still see some of the red there. I guess I must have had that thought at the time. If I stick it right in the centre, it's going to disappear the red. Can you see how adding in the white of the eyes just brings those eyes alive? It really pops them out. Little cheeks, because that's just what I've got to do. I think this might be something I've caught off Dina, just kind of watching Dina and loving her style. I think this is something I can't take credit for, but I love that kind of slightly quirky look. And then all I'm doing there is just going over the lines on the face stamp using a Stabilo all pencil. So I wanted to write some words into the lines of colour, so I'm just scooting round the page using a Posca pen, roughly following where the lines are, and I'm going to write my quote into those words. I'm going in with a second line just to create that sort of slightly sketchy loose feel. I don't know, it just like if you've gone wobbly, make it look wobbly on purpose. I think it gives a much nicer look. And then I decided I would write in capital letters, make them touch the top and bottom of those lines that I've drawn, and they fit in really nicely. So then to finish off my page, I'm going in with a bit of stamping and adding those dots and maybe a little bit of text just around the edges, just to help to kind of, I don't know, blend those edges, give them a softer feel. So here I'm just going in with some scribble sticks in a slightly darker colour, just to add some more contrast and depth to those colours that are there already, particularly on that pink layer. And just having a play with some of the pastel scribble sticks on the craft. They really do pop really nicely. Just adding some little dots around there just to kind of help with softening those edges where the pink meets the rest of the page. So this was a really straightforward page, really, really easy to do. And haven't actually used that many supplies, to be fair. This stage with the scribble sticks isn't essential. If you've got a white pen, you can just as easily do something like that with that instead of scribble sticks. But I do think it's fun to use your supplies, and if you're anything like me, you've probably got a fair few of those. So then I've grabbed the gloss in white and I'm just adding a few splatters with that. Just to bring another level of contrast to that left hand side of my page and the right hand side as well. And then I decided I would add some little hearts to the page too. And then to finish off, I've just added a bit of Stabilo oil pencil around that circle moon face in the middle, just to highlight that and give that a bit more depth too. And then that was this page done. This was a page that I absolutely loved when it was finished. I kind of had fallen in love with the colours and the shape and the flow of it and everything. But it was super easy to do, as you have seen. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the process of this easy page. Maybe you'll give it a go. If you do, don't forget to tag me on social media so I can see what you've had a go at. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.